What's up, guys? My name is Just Jen. Today I'm reacting to a live version of Nightwish's Sleeping Sun, and a lot of you guys tagged me in this. So I'm like, why not do it, you know? And the title of it is Nightwish Sleeping Sun, Emotional Floor at the End, and this was filmed on November 20th in Antwerp. So I guess this is the last part of the last leg of the tour in Europe. And this is coming off the heels of her announcing that she had beat cancer. Thank the lucky stars. I know I can't only speak for myself when all of the love and light, positivity, the positive vibes, the prayers that were said, thankfully those were answered, right? All right, we're going to cut right into this. This is a live version of Sleeping Sun in Antwerp. I love the beginning of this part of the song. Okay, so this song, now I love the Tarja version. Oh, it's like one of my favorites with Tarja, right? As soon as Floor sang, though, as soon as she opened her mouth and those vocals came out, I got chills. Like, I have goosebumps now. My hairs are all standing up on end as we speak. I felt it go in my arm, up this arm, down this arm, and down my legs as soon as she started singing. It's a literal physical reaction. I think, like, that should be studied. Like, a physical reaction to a singer, it's insane. Now, there are some really blessed singers in the world that have some of the most spectacular voices, and only a handful of them can do it like Floor. To the physical reaction, I mean. Just a tiny fraction of the singers that I've listened to are capable of sending shivers and chills throughout my whole body. None like Floor, though. The second she opened her mouth, it was like a whoosh. It's crazy. So misunderstood. I have no idea why that happens, but it does. It does. Back it up to where she starts singing. I absolutely love this beginning. I love that he zoomed in so we can see. I love that there's big screens. I got to see them in a really small, intimate venue. So I think I was extremely grateful for that. I want to be up close and personal. And I was like really up close and personal. It was like one of the best concerts I've ever been. Amazing. There it goes again. All right, these lyrics are really affecting me right now because it's like you're talking about darkness. You're talking about, this could be it. This could be the end. And you kind of like, it makes you question your mortality. And especially given what she just went through, oh my God, this is extremely emotional. And I'm really grateful that they're playing old school Nightwish songs on the Human Nature tour because it's classic Nightwish, you know. But I can see that this is extremely emotional for her, you know, and it's almost like the poet and the pendulum is to Thomas what Sleeping Sun is to now Floor. And I think she went through something extremely traumatic. Like, imagine getting that phone call and your whole life flashes in front of your eyes. One day you're on top of the world, the next day, but she didn't let that happen. Thank the gods. This is gonna be a very I should have brought tissues. Dang it. All right, this is my favorite part of the song besides like Impu's dun, 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 you know, and I'm watching all of them right now. Of course, Kai Hato is up on a riser. Tuomas, I think he's right next to Kai. He's right here. I don't see Troy because whoever's recording this is at that angle of the right of the stage where you're not gonna see, you know, all of them. It's so much better. It's so beneficial to be front and center so you can just see them all, you know. And I got to experience that. I'm so grateful for that. You guys have no idea to get to watch them on the stage work with one another. And I love how like Impu starts off at the right part of the stage. Yuka's over here on the left, and then you know, I've noticed that Impu has made the initiative to venture over to the left side, and then Yuka slowly makes his way to the right, so that people can see. You know, they can see both of them instead of standing there. You know, stagnant on the stage where you're not stagnant. I mean, but like you're stationary, and unfortunately, Kai, it has to be. Thomas has to be stationary. Troy, depending on I think which instrument he's on, you know, he kind of stays in one place too, you know, except when him and Floor duet, you know, and we got to see that. It was absolutely beautiful. It just like, this is getting like, whoa. Because you don't want to picture her going through something bad like that, like she did. And I was like firm from the beginning, like she's gonna beat this, she's gonna beat this. I had to remain positive. I was broken. It literally almost broke me. And I said, you know what? She wouldn't want this. She wouldn't want us to all sit here and just be wallowing in our sorrows. No, we need to muster up that strength to root her on and send her all the positivity, all of the love, all of the light, all of the support that we can. And you can't when you're sitting there just devastated and you're no good to yourself or anybody else. You know, and yeah, take your time to cry, but then you get into warrior mode, you get into beast mode, and you know, you just got to start channeling that positivity. And I think it helped. I don't know. I would hope so, but you know, inevitably the warrior herself had to do the hard work. And thankfully, just thankfully it didn't go the way that it could have. You know, it's scary because I watched family members deal with that, and they're not here no more. All right, so I'm gonna back it up a little bit because like this is like such the beautiful, the whole song is beautiful, but I love this part. I'm not gonna mimic it because I can't sing like them, but yeah. There it goes again. There it goes again. Oh. Holy crapola. Like that was hardcore. That was difficult to listen to her voice cracking, and you just knew, and she didn't want to go down with the sun. She don't want to be in darkness. And of course this song is about the sleeping sun in Finland, right? And you have 262 days of night. The sun doesn't rise. Y'all are in darkness. But in other aspects of life, you're in darkness too. And it can be perfectly daytime outside. And for her to choke up on those words, I knew it was going to hit her. I knew it. I absolutely knew it. And she goes and she walks away from the microphone. God, that was hard to watch. Shit. And she buried her face in a towel, and I don't know if Impu saw her or not, but I'm not going to knock him for not checking on her because there's been plenty of times where he has. And it was Yuka's turn. Yuka touched her on the back, and damn it. That was beautiful what he did, just to check on his sister. And she exited stage right. You know, um, she's seen as this immortal. She's not. She's seen as this superhero. She is, sort of. But she is not immortal. And she is not impervious to what life can bring. And when you are faced with questioning your own mortality and you have children, I'm going to tell you, that had to be extremely difficult on her, where she's looking at her husband and her child like, oh my God. You know, um, I'm grateful that I feel like with the way that Nightwish is, you get to know them. You grow attached to them emotionally and physically. It's like throughout that whole song, at certain points, her voice, it just, for the first time, it was so weird. The first time, the shivers went from the right side of my body and then full circle left. It's like I can't explain it. I get lost with my words when it comes to describing the physical. I can only show you, right? Whew, thank you guys, everybody who tagged me in this. And I'm not afraid to cry in front of you guys, obviously. And I'm really grateful for my mom for being there that horrible Wednesday. where she announced that. And for so many people, like not so many, I'm sorry, I can't say that. For a few of you, I think there was one in particular actually. And I don't even remember this person's screen name, to be honest with you. Why are you in such a happy mood when Floor just announced she had cancer, blah, blah, blah. This was days after, mind you. You didn't catch me the day of. You didn't see me what happened the day of. You weren't in my house. I'm not going to come on YouTube and cry and say, oh no, oh no. Guess what? Because you guys already knew the news. I was dealing with it in my own way on my time. And I did what I had to do to pick myself back up. I leaned on friends, my mom, and they helped me. And I mustered up all the strength that I could, and I sent out love and light. Believe you me, I made it perfectly. I made it perfectly clear to myself who I had to reach out to personally to get the message that I wanted to get to Floor Jansen. I ain't going to broadcast that. And I ain't going to tell you what I said. And I ain't going to tell you who I sent it to. Because that's for me. That's for her. That's for me and her. And that's special. That's not for the public. You know? I just hope that she keeps up with her screenings and she remains vigilant. I wasn't sure she was going to be able to finish this last leg of the Human Nature tour or not. I was like, rest. You know, and for her to literally get the news that she's cancer free and then the following week get back on the stage. It was like the light turned green and she was off to the races. There she goes. So this woman is not only one of the best singers in the world, but she is a complete powerhouse, a workhorse. It makes sense. It makes complete sense that she has that bond with horses, because she is one. She works as hard as a horse does. All right. Ugh. I hope one day I can get my son's passport right. My oldest one has one, but my youngest one doesn't. Because that's what's keeping me states bound. I can't go across the pond and see the world because I can't leave my kid for more than a couple of days, you know? So I hope that's a goal of mine to get that done. But all right, guys, take care of yourselves. Make sure you're, especially men, go to your screenings, see your doctor. Something doesn't seem right. There's no shame in making sure you're healthy. And I want to commend Yuka for comforting her in her time of need. And remember, you guys, we're only seeing what we're allowed to see and what we did see. We didn't see what happened backstage either. So let's not bash any of the guys, you know, because they too have to maintain a professionalism, you know. And I think Floor needed a moment. And it's okay. She's entitled to one. She's entitled to however many she wants. All right, that does it for me, y'all. Thank you all for tagging me in this. Really, thank you. I knew it going in. If there's an emotional Floor, I should have brought tissues. I should have. But I love seeing this side of her. Because you have to remember she's a human being. And she has responsibilities that come before each and every one of us. And she has proven time and time again how much she cares about her fans. That's why she works as hard as she does. But we have to remember, you guys, they have families. that come first, and their health is number one. All right, y'all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Stay kind. Stay humble. Remain strong. And if you need a break, take one. If you need to break down, break down. But pick yourself back up so that you don't stay down. All right, I'm signing out. My name is Just Jen. Oh, make sure you're subscribed if you're not. Make sure that you put a like on the video. Make sure you leave your comments down below. Take care now. See you guys. If I can find my mouse. All right. Bye, guys. That's Freya, by the way. My Freya. Barking her damn head off. All right. See you guys.